Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get to today's video. Welcome back to the channel. I got the kayaks out. So there's the old version that I hunted out of, and the new 10-foot that I'm hunting out of this year. So I'm down here at the pond. I want to talk about the pluses and minuses of each one. I have never put this one in the water. I don't know what it's going to sit like. I got to build a blind for it. We're going to test this one out today. But Old Faithful back here, we're going to talk about it first. So I'm going to move this one out of the way. So this one here is a kayak that I've hunted out of the past, I don't think it's been 3 seasons. I know it's been 2 seasons. It's got a gun mounts here, but this one has some flaws. Can you hunt out of it? Yes, absolutely. You can shoot birds out of there. This one is a little dangerous. So let me go into explaining why. It has a max capacity of 275 pounds. I am 6'2", and in the mornings, butt naked, I'm 239 and some change. So you take 240, and we're hunting in wintertime. You throw all the waders on us, the extra clothes, a 10-pound gun, our ammo, our decoys. I am well past 275, and that's one reason why I'm upgrading. The second reason is the gray hair, and I'll show you what got me in trouble last year. One of the things that got me in trouble last year with a sit-in type. Obviously, let's cover that. This is a sit-in, and that's a sit on top, and we're going to go over that. But with the netting, the camo netting, almost got me in trouble for the second time last year. Most of you know, has probably been hunting and fishing before. When you got trees and the wind's blowing, the water can be smooth here, but where the wind is, the trees blocking the wind, is smooth, but really bad past where the trees are. It was December, January. They were calling for 20, 30 mile per hour winds, gust winds. I shot some birds and went out there and got them, no problem, come back. The next one I shot, I crossed that line where that wind was smooth versus where the 20 and 30 mile per hour gusts were, and where this and this big part almost became a big old boat sail. When that wind hit me, it pushed me over to one side, and I had that uh-oh factor real quick. And I'm going to show you that. I'm going to reenact that, what happened and what happened the first time with a sit-in type kayak, and what you're going to have to look for to if you're using a sitting type kayak. So I'm going to put it in the water and get the old life jacket on. All right, so I'm going to get in the water. So the kayak is in the water. And granted, I really don't have to have my life jacket on in this situation, but if I'm going to say practice safety, we're going to show it. It's not really deep right here, and I'd hope that I wouldn't drown. And remember, in the wintertime, that water's cold. It don't take much to fall in cold water, and as soon as you fall in, your muscles are going to tighten up. Yeah, I can swim. I'm a trained swimmer, but 20 degrees out there in that water, 20 degrees, and you hit it, you're gonna lock up. So one of the problems with a sit-in type kayak especially with waders on. And I'm not getting into the debate of should you have waders on or should you not. There's thousands of videos already on YouTube saying don't, and then there's thousands showing people jumping in pools. We're not even getting into that. So I'm gonna take this phone out though. Getting in is not a chore, but remember, we're gonna pretend it's winter time. I've got clothes on, I got a jacket on, I got my waders on, and I need to get in there. You're not gonna stand on this ground and step into that boat. You could probably do it, but you're probably gonna roll it, and then that's just gonna make for a better video. So to get in, normally you're gonna stand in the water. Ooh, that's slick. You're gonna stand in the water. It's gonna rock. You're gonna put one foot and then get in at a lower point. After I flip the seat up, you're gonna get in holding these two sides. Well, that becomes very unstable. Well, now my feet is in here. So remember I said I was 240. I don't have a 10-pound gun with me. I don't have my blind bag. I don't have my decoys behind me. So that's already, I gotta sneeze. Welcome to the outdoors. That's already 20 pounds, maybe 30 pounds that I don't even have on here. So what happens is, with a sit-in type kayak, to get out, you're gonna have to get your feet out. Well, you gotta pull them up. So you're gonna have to come up and get out. Remember I said I'm getting older, so that takes a little bit more time in the mornings when the ibuprofen hadn't kicked in yet, and it's cold. So imagine doing that a bunch of times. And guess what? Where I'm standing now is ankle deep. How many times do you just step off of a boat and it's ankle deep? Not all the time. When we're hunting down there in the marsh, it might be knee deep. And let me tell you, to come out of that kayak at knee deep, when you're trying to come out, and I'm gonna show you why. All right, my boat's trying to leave me. All right, so here we are. We're in the marsh. We're knee deep. There is no other bank. Granted, there's a bank there, but we're pretending we're in the marsh. Well, I'm gonna have to pick my foot up to get it in here. That takes some bouncing. That's where that kayak's gonna come in, and I hope eliminate that. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to pick my foot up, and I should put my Crocs in forward drive. I'm gonna have to pick my foot up, put it in here, and not tip this thing over. That is dangerous, especially in 20 and 30 degree weather. So you gotta sit down slowly. Well, that's the easy part. Getting out is not the easy part. Leaving your paddle on the bank is the hard part. Anyway, tie everything off. Tie your paddle off. Tie your shotgun off. Trust me, I flipped it. I know what it means to tie off. So here's the hard part. Getting everything out. I don't have no waders on. Imagine having big old bucky boots and a jacket. You're trying to get out this thing without it flipping. Look, right there. I can't barely touch the ground, and it ain't gonna take much more for this kayak to go under. So, that's what happened to me the first time of my accident. I was trying to get out of the kayak to go get a goose. There wasn't even hardly in knee-deep water, but I was getting out, and when I did, water came over the kayak. Well, guess what? when you're sitting like this with one leg going this way, the other boat's going that way, it is not easy. And that's cold. So when your boat takes on water and it goes over like that, it's not going to sink because of the plastic and everything in there. You got to flip it over. Well, guess what? Now you got a boat full of water. That boat has drain plugs. This one does in the back. All the way in the back. It's got a drain plug. Well, how do you get that out? There's only two ways. A pump, and you're gonna pump that out, or you're gonna have to drag this thing to shore, stand it up, and get that water out. And that's what I had to do that day. It took every bit of energy I had to get this kayak to the shore. Remember, a gallon of water, it weighs 8 pounds. So it took everything I had to get this boat on some rocks, because I couldn't even get to the shores. It took everything I could to get this boat on some rocks to try to dump that water out. So that is really heavy, y'all. I mean, that's a lot of water in there. There's probably, I don't know, there's probably at least 20 gallons of water in there. You think half the kayak at 8 pounds, that's a good bit. So as that is draining out that weed pole at the back, that's what happened to me. So I want you to be prepared to know, if you're going somewhere that could be dangerous, get you one of them pumps. They're just mechanics. You know, there's no electric parts. You just sucking it in and out. That could make a difference in the rest of your hunt, and if you got killed, drowned. Sit-in type kayak could be dangerous. You can hunt out of it your whole entire life and never have a problem. But you need to have in the back of your mind, what do I do if that just happened? So I'm gonna swap out so this is what I was doing in the river on a rock. And granted, it was September, so it really wasn't cold to get all that water out of there. And with the sit-in top kayak, the more you get in and out, in and out, in and out, with your boots, with your waders, you're bringing water into the boat. Water in the boat, water in the boat. So my 240, plus clothes, plus gun, plus me adding water, it starts adding up real quick. Don't go past that capacity. It is there for a reason. So let's look at the sit on top kayak. It's made for bigger boys. This is a 10-foot. They make a 12-foot one. So if you weigh more than 240 and you want to put some more gear on that, you might want to go up to the 12-foot one. But remember, the longer you go, the harder it is to turn. Let's play around with this one. It's easier to play around now when it's 80 degrees outside versus 30 degrees. Oh yeah, one more thing before I move this one out of the way. That canvas is now wet. It actually weighs more now, so just needed to point that out. So now, I even got more weight on the kayak. All right, let's move to the new one. All right, so this is not going to be my blind, but it is a temporarily, I'm probably going to do something with it. But this is a send TNT per the sticker. It is supposed to be able to hold one person 325 pounds. So let's go back to that 240, then the 10 pounds, and then probably 20 pounds of jackets, other gear, other clothes, decoys, and I plan to put my 30-pound boykin on the back. So we're probably going to be pushing that sticker again. So I don't know. I've watched other people's videos. You're supposed to be able to stand up in this kayak and fish. That's what that green stuff is there for. Green stuff. The whole kayak's green, you doofus. The black stuff, the grip, that's what that's for. I don't think I'm going to stand up in this kayak. I don't think that's going to happen. I sure ain't going to stand up and hunt out of it. But the one thing I do want to do is fix that seat. There's plenty of videos out there if you're a shorter person, how to raise that seat up. But watch the videos on how to tie that seat off. That seat will not float, it's metal. You flip that kayak, your seat just went to the bottom of the water. And now you don't have nothing to sit on. So there is ways to tie that seat off in the back. I have not done it yet, but I'm gonna put it in the water. I'm just gonna float around in it. I wanna test the stability of it. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. So I'm going to test getting in and out. I'm going to show that. I'm going to show tipping it over on the side. Let's see what the water looks like. Like I said, we're going to attempt this when it's 80 degrees outside versus 30 degrees, and I've never been in this kayak before. So if you're going to get into kayak hunting, go ahead and buy your kayak now. Father's Day's coming up, so that gives you permission to buy a kayak and a new shotgun. Go ahead, test it out now, so when September, October, November comes around, you're not doing anything. So let me see who's texting me. All right, let's put it in the water. By the way, that was Daddy Duck. By the time you watch this video, we're talking about going live tomorrow, so by the time you watch it, it won't be live, his video, but you need to go check out his videos too. Daddy Duck 365, he's also in South Carolina. So there's your shout out, buddy. All right, so currently this boat does not have the plugs in it. This is a dry pocket. These are the scuttle holes that you put in to block it. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to leave them in, leave them out. Y'all comment. Y'all tell me what y'all do on y'all's kayak. Do you leave them in? Do you leave them out? What does 30-degree water do? Well, we know what 30-degree water does. It freezes. But should I leave them in? Should I leave them out? Let me know. Right now, I'm leaving them out. This kayak, I don't have anything to strap my kayak to. I'm thinking about putting a mount here. I'm thinking about putting my shotgun here, and the dog's gonna be in the back. But I might put the shotgun mount here. I haven't got that far yet, so that's gonna be a different video. So I'm not stopping the video, so if I fall and slip like earlier, we all can laugh and have a good time on my expense. So yeah, it kind of feels stable. At least with this one now, if I am knee deep, I don't have to put my foot in a hole. I got a lot more room. I don't know what I'm going to do with the blind. I'm definitely not going to be creating a hole like that I can't get in and out of quickly. So I'm just going to sit down. Oh, that's pretty nice. I'm going to come off the edge here. We're gonna let some water come in. Get up. Right down the holes it goes. Now granted, if I had them plugs in there, it wouldn't have did that. But that's a whole lot easier than coming out. Now granted, I made water come in. I think I could have sit down in there perfectly without getting wet. And then I would have waders on, so I wouldn't have been wet. But these pants, obviously, so I could have just sit in there. Hey, that didn't go as planned. Hey, guess what I grabbed when I fell off? The seat. Woo, why are y'all laughing? I mean, y'all, I got a crowd behind me that's laughing like crazy. I got my new hat dirty. I tell you the truth, it really didn't get too wet. All right, let's test this out. So that was not knee-deep water. That was pretty deep right there. So, what I tell you, test this out because it's pretty cold. What did I tell you? That don't float. I had to grab that. All right, so let's flip this. Well, there ain't no water in it. That's a lot better. Let's try that again. What not to do. Round two. Glad I have my life jacket on. Isn't it right?
Yes.
All right, let's try that again. That did not go as planned. All right, we're going to ease our way into this. Huh. That don't feel no more stable than my other kayak. Let's try that out. All right, so y'all comment below. Man, I tell you, it don't take much. That don't take much to pull you over. That is, I don't know, fellas. Ooh, that is crazy. What in the world? How are y'all doing that? That gets really deep right here, like over my head. All right, that is not playing. So, is it? What are you laughing at, Goofy? So is it the plugs not being in there allowing that water to come in? Let's test that. Let's put the plugs in. All right, hit stop. That is crazy. Take 7, 8, I don't know. So I put the plugs in. That's what I'm talking about, people. I don't even have my gear in here. So obviously it's it's easier to get in and out. I mean, all you got, if you want out, you just roll it. Quit, you're in the camera.
Oops, sorry.
So I put the plugs in. What I think was happening was some of that water was coming up, adding to sloshing. I don't know. All I know is if these plugs don't help, there might be a kayak for sale. So let's try that again. The plugs are in there. Mercy. Hey, and also, I don't want any comments about my white legs. I don't wear shorts, ever. So, man, that is still very, very uneasy. It is better. It is a lot better with them plugs in than the plugs out. I don't know how y'all people are standing up in this thing to be fishing. Hell, I can't even sit in it. I don't have no gear on here though, so don't say I'm already maxed it out, because I am only like 250 now that I'm wet. But man, y'all, I don't know about this. I mean, nope. That is crazy, y'all. I can't even, nope. The back's already full. I am not stepping off right here. All right. Y'all comment, because I was also looking at them canoes. I don't even know. I don't know. We're gonna have to see about this one. Because there's absolutely no way I'm getting in that with a 30-pound dog moving around. That ain't no way. So, y'all comment. Would it? I don't even, I'm wondering, I was thinking, would it help if I had a little bit more weight in it? That's just gonna make it, it's gonna make it lower, but it's gonna make the bullet see a little bit different. Is that what's off? I don't know. Y'all comment below, and I hope you got some laughs out of it or something. I don't know, but that was day one of a new kayak. Day two might be when it's on Facebook Market. So, all right, hit that like and subscribe button. There's other crazier things I do, but catch you next time.